Hi guys, Chapter 9, Uploads and Downloads. Exciting stuff. Imagine that you want to allow your users to upload data or download data or reports, right? Um, that will be really useful for your users, right? So for upload, there isn't much difference between data and reports or any other files. But in the case of download, there's a significant difference in your code between downloading data and downloading reports. All right, so let's take a look at this diagram here. So on the left, we have upload. So when you look at this example, simple app that allows a user to upload data file, right? So there's a browse button, and I uploaded this Wisconsin Department of Tourism data set, right? And there's a message in blue button, upload complete, right? As the message. And then down below, it displays the table of data that's been uploaded, right? So there are a few new functions that you're going to learn to do this. The first, file input function. So this is a function that imports the data or files, right? And there's also this require function. So what happens is once the file is uploaded, the app is initialized to null. So we need to have the app to wait until the file, first file is uploaded, right? So we need the require function for that purpose. And also, we have different file types for data files. It could be comma separated or tab separated. So we need this function here, tools, package, file extension function that extracts extension of the files, uploaded files, right? So extract that file extension, and depending on extension type or data file type, we can have app to do certain things. So we need this switch function to select an option in a list depending on the data file type, right? So again, there isn't much difference between uploading data file or any other file. Okay. However, in the case of downloading, there is a significant difference in the code between downloading data files and reports. So I want to draw your attention to the color scheme here, right? So there are three different colors here, blue, orange, and green. So blue represents downloading data files, and orange, downloading reports, and green is that's common for both cases, right? So their download button function and download handler function. This is a pair of functions that we need for downloading, right? So download button uh, goes to UI side, and download handler function is needed in the server function in the backend, right? And also there are two file types that we need for downloading reports. So app.r is green. So app.r file is needed for both cases. It's common, right? But in the case of downloading reports, we need one additional file, which is R markdown file. Okay. And that's why it's orange. So this is the stumbling block for many students. Um, they get into an error because they don't have our markdown file that they need in the app, right? And we're gonna get to this point once we start building our app. But at this point, I just want you to know that in the app that allows a user to download data reports, you need app.r file and also our markdown file in the same folder. All right. And for data report, the downloading reports, we need these two additional, um, actually there are three functions here in orange. So on markdown render function to generate output files. So it could be Word file or PDF or HTML. This is one of the greatest strengths of R or R Markdown. You could generate output in many different file formats. Again, PDF, Microsoft Word, or web page. A variety of file types you could generate your output in, right? And also, the other important concept here is our markdown file works in its current working directory, which is where this R Markdown file is stored, right? So this is something that you guys learned in Intro to Data Analytics class, right? There's a confusion between um, R Markdown and R script when you're running the code, right? When you're coding in R script file, working directory is where the project file is, right? But when you're coding in R Markdown file, the working directory, the home directory is where that R Markdown file is. Remember that? So this will be fine, right? When you are running your app in your local machine, it will be fine. But once you publish it in shinyapps.io, in other words, once you deploy this, it will be a problem because, again, current directory, the folder that our markdown file is stored in, could be a problem once it's deployed, right? So a workaround, a solution for this issue is we need to save this on markdown file in a temporary directory. So temp file creates a file in a temporary directory, right? And then using file.copy function, we can save you can save this R markdown file in your folder um, in the temporary directory by replacing it or overriding. All right. So that is a solution with the issue that R markdown works in the current working directory. Okay. So that is an important piece regarding deployment of this app. All right. Let's try these using examples in the following videos.